One sec, guys. Just takes a bit for the flight sim to load. We'll be starting in like 2 minutes. Thank you for your patience. Alright, guys, welcome back to another stream. Thank you for coming to join us. It is appreciated. So right now this is the main page of FlightGear where it will tell you the summary of your flight if you're about to start it. So since no one's watching yet, I'm just going to choose the aircraft. Some planes don't work. We'll test the A380, see if it works, but there are some glitches. The location will take off from runway 26 takeoff. Let's look at the environment. Everything's good. Settings, add-ons. All right, perfect. So everything's good. Summary of our flight: Airbus A380 takeoff from Hilo International on runway 26, and it's noon. All right, so let's test and see if it works. It's loading, so just be patient. It's almost done. All right, so we're loaded into our cockpit here. Pretty nice. But you can see that it automatically starts it for us. Some pretty accurate stuff. You can look around here if it lets us. If you're here, comment here just so I know you're here, because why not? So we can look at the menus. We can have a flight recorder tape, actually. There's replay mode. We can change our view to make sure that we can see it. We could do some other stuff with our view. Here's the instant replay option. We can look here for some other options. We could position it in the air, but we're going to take off this. There's stuff about wildfires and volcanoes. Let's see what this wildfire. So we can look at the equipment. We have our fuel and payload. We're just going to leave it empty. We have our random failures, pushback, instrument failures, all that stuff. We have ATC. There's jetways, AI objects. But yeah, as you can see, there's a lot of stuff that you can do. We can actually select cabin lights if we want. There's panel lights. Let's choose our livery though. Singapore Airlines, we'll go with Singapore. And let's go to the outside view once we get there. We can see our plane here, nicely modeled. It's not the best thing, but it's still pretty good for a complete free flight simulator. We can watch our plane take off from the tower if we wanted. But that's only if we wanted to. We don't have to. We can watch from any of these angles. Now let's see if we can take off. One sec. Takeoff doesn't always work. Let's look at some basic keys to see if we can start up. Okay, so let's put that to the side so that we can look at it if we need to. And then now let's go. All right, so we're going to try and start the plane so that we can actually move, because I haven't really played this, so it's new to me, every single thing. So gear is G, brakes. So it looks like all basic controls from normal flight simulators. So let's look. I'll come back on in a sec after I'm done looking. We're going to increase the throttle. You can watch it increase on the dashboard watching it slowly go up. So, yeah, let's watch. And we'll start takeoff in a second. Alright, so we're at full throttle now. So we're gonna have to take off our parking brakes to start moving. We're working on it. The plane does not seem to want to take off, which is very annoying. I mean, it is our first time playing, so we might be able to get the hang of it, but it's gonna be hard. So we're gonna restart the flight. So that because something got messed up here with the brakes and it's not letting us move. So we are going to restart the flight so that we can actually move. So we're going to reload everything. Okay, perfect. Sec. It's not the best. We might have to quit this flight and just redo it. Alright, so yeah, I think we're just gonna quit this flight and retry with another plane, like the 777. Or not. Okay, it's working now. Work. Alright, so we're going to restart the flight, so just be patient. We're going to fly with the Boeing 757. We'll fly with the 757. And let's see how it goes. We can look. Let's do Rolls-Royce. Alright, so let's get into our flight and load it up. 1 sec, it might be black for you, but it's just loading. Alright, perfect. We're on runway 26 in our 757. So that you don't have to watch me struggle to start up the plane, we're just going to have it auto start itself very nicely. Alright, we have all our instruments on. We're just going to do quick takeoff. No one cares if the seatbelt sign is on. Enjoy, and yes, thanks. Alright, we're at full throttle, and let's just release the parking brakes. Alright, there we go. We're up in the air. Nothing bad happened. Oh, easy there. Yeah, it's a bit hard to control, but makes sense. Perfect. I have no idea why your speed brakes are out. That is actually extremely weird. You might want to put her flaps up. We didn't even up and it's already up. How convenient. Well, now it's going to be down. Let's watch the animations, see how good they are. Perfect. Everything's going totally normal. Normal flight. Yeah, we're crashing. Yeah, and that's what happens when you crash. It just stays like this. So let's restart this flight on a 777, and maybe we'll actually be able to do it. You know what? We're actually going to try this with an older plane. You might not see anything right now. But we're going to try it with the Lockheed 1049H Super Connie. So, yeah, just stay tuned. It should pop up soon. It's starting to get loaded in. If you're here, type hi in the chat just so I know. And yeah, so we'll be doing this. Take a second, but here we are in a plane from the 50s. Let's look if it can start itself, if it's not already started. Auto start itself. All right, it's turning on. So here we are, spawned in. Let's select our livery. I'm thinking TWA if they have it. Yeah, let's go TWA. All right, perfect. We have TWA for us, and let's just get right into takeoff. All right, parking brake released, and we're on takeoff roll. And yes, as you can see, it's very hard not to veer off the runway on takeoff, but I guess it's possible. Yeah, so we're just gonna do one last flight in a 777. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll end the stream. So yeah. Something that's also great about this flight simulator is that it does have gates. You can park at some airports. Not all airports are modeled, but we're just going to park at gate 6 for the sake of this. And yeah. One second, sorry, it's not loading. It's taking quite a bit for it to load, which sometimes does happen. So we're just gonna wait a second, be patient, and wait for it to load in. We would use the A320, but the A320 does not always work. It might glitch sometimes, which we don't want to happen. So we are just going to use a 777 instead. Actually, you know what? We'll use the 787 if it works. We'll do one modern plane. Alright, so it's loading up here. You can see a nice background. Looks in this picture pretty well modeled, so we're just gonna have to see how well modeled it really is. You just have to wait a second for it to load. Sorry about the wait. It doesn't like to load. So we're gonna have to try something about it. Sorry, it just disappeared. It does that every once in a while. But some things have some pushback trucks and stuff and stairs that we can add. One of them is the 777, but that's not the only one that has it. Other ones have pushback trucks. I don't know about the 787, but we can see on that one. One second, sorry. Does not like to work. Absolutely does not. We're gonna try one more time, then we're just gonna use the 777 if it doesn't work because we need it to work. We're gonna use the 787-8. Alright, fly. Now, let's just hope it loads this time.